Hey, I'm here. I'm here. Hello, everyone. I hope everybody's doing well. It is Thursday night mini healings. Let me get the chat on. Let's see what everyone is up to. So tonight's going to be a fun night. I have not been here since August 11th, although I did leave you guys a couple little things, a recording and a couple little posts. But tonight's going to be good because we are going to talk about something a little new called Energy Age. And, like most of my things, it's not too serious, but it's interesting. So, yes. So, as you can tell, I'm in my little office. I wasn't sure if I should do it because, as many of my long-timers know, once it starts getting dark early, I usually go back and have my mini sessions in the house, because my office sort of freaks me out a little bit after dark. So yes, we'll chat about that though too. I suppose I could have grabbed a dog or two, but they don't normally come into my office. So yes, if you're out there, say hello. So about 10 minutes in, we will start with our first healing pulse, and I will give you instructions for that. So I think I'm going to tweak my settings and add that a little bit. Oh, that's not quite the right one though, is it? Here we go. So yes, a little rusty. I even had technical difficulties tonight. But luckily I checked in like at 4:30 and saw there was an issue with Facebook and redid it so it would work. Yeah. When I think about all the little technical glitchy kind of things that often happen when I do this, there's a lot. Yeah, you'd think with a paid service it'd be just simple and easy, but no. Everybody's so quiet. Oh, there's Deb. Hi, Deb. Hope you are well. Tonight should be fun. So in about a minute, we will start with our first healing pulse. And then we're going to talk about energy age. And what is it? Or sort of what's my interpretation of what it is. So, ooh, my little banner's off, isn't it? It says it's Sunday. I think that was from August. We're not going to do a Sunday show for a little while, at least. So I'm going to take that down. But we will be doing probably 3 healing pulses. And usually I like to do them about 10 minutes into the show, which includes that, 5-minute little intro that comes with the program. And then usually I like to do one about 30 minutes in, and then another one about 45 or 50 minutes into the show. So, but if you got into my recording a few weeks ago, I did just a short little, I think 11-minute video that I did a couple different healing pulses in a row. So that might be something to check out if you like the healing pulses, because generally more than one is more effective. So yes, oh my gosh, I'm even late. So it's 11 after. Let's start with our first healing pulse. So with this is an energy system of my own design. And I did it through experimentation and muscle testing and many of you were part of this experiment where you gave me feedback. So the best thing about it is it goes to where you direct it. So if you have something physical going on, that's where we're going to direct the energy to. But it's not just for physical issues, it's also for emotional issues or anxiety. The thing with those is you need to figure out where you're feeling it. So, like if you're extra anxious, where does that anxiety live in the body? Or if you have anger issues, where does that live? And so that's where you're going to want to send the energy. So I want you to rub your hands together and place your hands exactly where you want to receive the energy. And then imagine my hands upon yours. And here's the most important part. Be open and allowing the energy to flow. And so with this, just like the name, a healing pulse, if you're sensitive, you will feel the energies pulse through your hands going to where you want it to go. And not everybody will experience this, but some will. And so that's why I do it, because if you're sensitive to my energies, this can be a wonderful tool. So just breathe in that energy. Imagine with each breath in, the healing goes a little deeper, a little further. With each breath out, you're releasing a little that doesn't belong. Maybe it's not even yours. So breathe in the healing and release what you need to release. We'll do this for another moment or so. Okay, so that was our first healing pulse of the night. I hoped it helped whatever you were sending it to. Looking at my comments, so Marina is back. So Marina, you'll have to tell me what country you're in. If you went home or if you moved elsewhere or if you're still in Iceland. Jessica, hello from Minnesota, and that's currently where I am right now, although I'm less than a mile from Wisconsin too. So we did our first healing pulse. We'll do at least a couple more of those, but I wanted to talk about energy age. And so this is something new, actually, of my online friend. Oh, Marina is still in Iceland. Well, I hope you're enjoying the weather because it will only get colder. Oh, that's cool, Jessica. So am I. So very wonderful. So with an energy age, a friend of mine, a Facebook friend named Mel from the UK, she had posted something about energy age, and she didn't really say a lot about it, but it got me thinking, and it got me thinking, well, what is it? And what is my energy age? And how is it affected by ordinary life or healing or other things? So here's my take on energy age. Energy age is a combination of your physical age and your spiritual age. And so with this, it can go fluctuate up and down depending on what's going on. So like when I first did it a couple weeks ago, I was 7 years older than I am now. And part of it was I was super stressed. I wasn't sleeping well, and I just was a little out of sorts. So currently, my energy age is 25, and I attribute that to I'm getting better rest. I'm always working on myself or having I've got a healer friend that she works on me pretty regular, and so I'm always trying to improve myself. So what I take that to be is the younger your energy age, the better your body, but also the more you can easily access your wisdom without judgment. And so I'm having some fun with that. So I thought maybe tonight we would check and see who wants to find out what their energy age is. So we'll do that at the beginning of the night. At the end of the night, we'll do it again. And your energy age may or may not change because, so we do your energy age in the beginning. We run through the night and do healing. But what if the healing that we do doesn't really affect your energy age? Then you'll stay the same. But it's all sort of interesting because what if it does change? So it sort of depends on what's going on with you. So generally during a session, I will have you guys tell me what you want me to work on with you. And so if that isn't playing a role in your energy age, I would not expect your energy age to change. So if you want me to check and see what your energy age is, put EA in the comments. And I will tell you what I get is your current energy age. And we'll see. So, because I'm 25, isn't that funny? Yes, but prior to that, I was in my 60s. Okay. All right, so I'm starting my list too. All right, so I've got Jessica, Deb, Renee, Marina. Got some new people. Wonderful tonight. All right, and then after this, we will work on individual issues. So if you're new and just sort of want to hang out and see what goes on, that is fine. But if you've got things you would like to work on, normally I have you put one thing in the comments. So I'm going to start with Jessica, and let's see what age comes up for her on her before. Currently, Jessica, I'm getting that you're 29 for your energy age. You'll have to tell me how close that is to your actual physical age. Deb, let's see about you. Deb, I'm getting 47. I'm not sure how close you are to my age, so I'm not sure if you're younger or older than me. So you'll have to let me know. Oh, so Jessica's doing pretty good as far as her energy age. So that's good. All right, so Renee, you are next. You are 63. You're a little older than me, but not much. I would not have thought that. So at 47, that's good. But with this, keep in mind there's always room for improvement because the nice thing is you keep your wisdom, but what if your physical body gets better? And with your spiritual body, I think with that you've got wisdom and maturity, and you don't get really hung up on a lot of the trivial things. So let's see Renee. Renee, I'm getting 36. All right, Marina, let's see what you will be. "22, Marina. Cool. Very interesting. So, yes. So let's start working on individual issues. So if you have something that you want to work on, be it physical pain, if you've got emotional issue, or if you're dealing with relationships, so just put that in the comments. So Marina, your energy age is slightly younger than your physical age. So that's cool. So we'll check at the end of the night and see if it changed. But again, it may or may not, just depending on what issue we work on. Or we'll do some more healing pulses too. So today is show number 114. All right, so Deb, we're going to work on asthma. So with this, I usually work on something called trapped emotions, which oftentimes can contribute to physical issues. All right, so Jessica. Thyroid hormone dysfunction. And oftentimes when you give me something, there are multiple layers of reasons why. So Renee, you're with your energy age at 36. That's good. Nice. So we'll see if things change as we work on stuff tonight. All right, so I am going to just decide what tool I'm going to use. So this, how I work with this, it's similar to the Emotion Code, which is a book by Dr. Bradley Nelson, who says that sometimes negative emotions, negative events, the feeling of it, the energy of it gets caught in your body because your body doesn't process that emotion. And oftentimes that causes pain, causes that part of your body not to function as well as it should. And it could lead to a variety of issues because that energy shouldn't be there. Wonderful, Marina. So I'm going to put working on a promotion at your job. Cool. All right, so with this, let me find out with Deb. So, and what's coming up is something pretty common. It's when you were super stressed. Let me get an age. Around age 19. Now, with these, ages are the hardest thing. So, usually plus or minus a year. So, Deb, somewhere 18, 19, 20, was there an event or a really stressful time of your life? Somewhere in there, but I'm getting that this is playing a role with your asthma. So, what I'm going to do is release and remove this energetically. And then you'll have to keep me posted if you notice a difference later on. Okay, so that stress did release. And next, Jessica. So Jessica's got some thyroid and hormone dysfunction. So let me just see. And I'm getting, there's at least a part of it that has some emotions tied to it. And I'm getting unimportant. So some type of an event where you felt unimportant. Let me get an age and see if that makes sense. I'm getting, let me reconfirm that. I'm getting like 38, Jessica. So I don't know if something happened around that. So somewhere, as I said, ages are the hardest thing. So somewhere 37, 38, 39, somewhere in there, there was something that you felt really unimportant. And so somehow that's playing a role. So I'm going to release that. So I did get that to release. And if anyone new wants to put anything in the comments that you want to work on, or if you want me to find your energy age, put EA in the comments. All right, so Marina, you are next. So Marina wants to get a promotion at her job. So that would be really nice. Wow, Deb, that was incredibly stressful and brave. Somehow, though, there's a piece of that that's played a role in your asthma. So I'm hoping that you'll notice a lessening and a release when it comes to thinking back at that stressful time. Okay, so Marina, let's see what we get for you. Empty, Marina. Let me get an age. I'm getting this recent. Yeah, since you've been in Iceland. So empty, sort of similar to lonely. So, but I guess that would make sense being you didn't really know anybody there. But let's release this. And I'm hoping that this makes it easier to make deeper friendships. Okay, I'm getting that did release. Let me know if that makes sense too. So, and we are just about to start our second healing pulse. So if you missed the first healing pulse, the energy will go to where you direct it to go. You are very welcome, Marina. And so with this, we're going to direct the energy to either somewhere physical or somewhere in your body that you feel an emotion or an anxiety that you want to direct the energy to. And so I want you to rub your hands together and then place your hands exactly where you want to receive the energy. Imagine my hands on yours and that you are allowing the energy to flow through you. And so with this, we're also going to add another layer. So if you experience deeper healing, deeper connection with breath work, I would suggest we do the box breath, where you do a deep breath in and you hold as long as you can, and then release as long as you can, and then hold as long as you can. So there's 4 parts. In, hold, out, hold. Some people shorten it up and just do 4 counts for each, but I sort of like to push things a bit. So do what you're drawn to do. So I'm sending energy now. Just imagine with this that the energy is going a little further, a little deeper with each breath in. And with each breath out, you're releasing things that don't really matter, don't belong to you, or are affecting you in a negative way. So you're releasing and allowing it to go. So as I said in the first pulse, some of you will feel this, but others of you won't. It's just how things work. Not everybody feels everything. Okay, so that was Healing Pulse number 2. Let me know how you did. So next, I'm going to just see what we're going to work on negative beliefs for the group. And with this works well for people on the replay too. So let me do this, and then we'll move on to something else. We might revisit the issues that you've written, and if you've recently come in and you would like me to work on an individual issue and you're comfortable, just put that in the comments. Or if you want me to do your energy age, just put EA in the comments. All right, so with the negative belief, I've got a few. Actually, 2. The first one is I am not whole. Let me see percentage-wise how many have this. 60%. So let me know if that resonates with you, but I'm going to work on releasing that for you. So that did release. Let's find the other one. I don't exist is the second one. Yeah, good negative beliefs to get rid of. Let's see what percentage have the I don't exist. Right, 55%. So, do either of those resonate with any of you? So I'm going to work on releasing those. Okay, so those released. So let's go back and revisit the individual issues. So I'm going to go back to the top of my list and go to Deb. I'm just going to see if there's a specific either negative belief or emotion. I'm not getting a negative belief. So let's go back to negative emotions, because you've got more that's playing a role in the asthma. Smothered, Deb. Let me get an age on that. Hey, Tanya. Welcome. We are working on individual healing. So if you've got an issue you want to work on, you can put that in the comments. Or if you'd like to know your energy age, put EA in the comments. So Deb, let's see, smothered. Let me get an age for when that happened. 26, Deb. So somewhere 25, 26, 27. So let's release that. Okay, so that did release. Let me know if that makes sense. And then we're going to work on Jessica next. So let me just see. Actually, I'm going to tweak something too. Okay, so Jessica, thyroid hormone dysfunction. So let's see what is contributing towards that. Wow, Deb. That toxic religion. Wow. And so you've been carrying that around for a while. I really hope this helps you. Very glad I've been able to target some of those key things. All right. So let me finish with Jessica, and then I'll do Tanya's energy age, okay? Okay, so Jessica. I'm getting washed up. Let me get an age and see if that makes sense to you. 16. Huh. So somewhere 15, 16, 17. Somehow that's playing a role. So I'm going to release that and let me know if that makes sense to you. So I'm getting that released. All right. So Tanya, your energetic age, your energy age, is a mix of your physical age, but also your spiritual age. So we're looking for a low number. Let me see what your number is. $29. Nice. And so at the end, I'll check and see if all the numbers went down. Okay, so Marina, we're going to see if there's another layer to helping you improve your chances of getting a promotion. And I'm getting there is another negative emotion, so let's see what that is. Punished. I think that's come up for you before. So typically with these, sure, Mary, I'll add you to the list. Welcome. So typically when these come up and I release them, if they come up again, it's typically there was another instance of it, another event that caused that same type of feeling. Let me get an age for you though, Marina. 14. So let's release that because this will only help you. Sometimes, things aren't a huge event, but maybe a smaller event, but for some reason your body didn't process the energy of the emotion. So, I mean, most of the time it is a bigger event, but sometimes little events have power too. And especially when you were young, we don't always remember those things. But I did get it to release. So let's find out Mary's energy age. So Mary, this is a combination of your physical age and your spiritual age. "13, that's great, Mary. So with this, you have more of the physical of the youth, but you've got your current wisdom and maturity. So that's quite nice, and that reflects the work that you do on yourself, because Mary is a healer. So yes. Okay. So what time is it? So we will be doing our next healing pulse in just a few minutes, and I'm actually going to do a commercial. You know, I really don't like this part, but as my marketing person told me, you need to promote yourself a little more. So, all right, so I want to remind people that I am still having a metaphysical hypnosis sale. So this deals with past life, future life regressions, and then we do a lot more than that. We also do some healing. We work with your spirit guides, your I am presence. We answer any questions that you might have. You know, say when you were a little kid, you was there a haunted house that you lived in, and what was the ghost name? You know, things like that you've always sort of wondered about. Those come up in a metaphysical hypnosis session. And with this, it's on sale $100 off. So the regular price is $299, and it's $199 through the end of the month. With this, it's a really powerful experience and oftentimes includes some really good healing. Generally, a hypnosis session will take the place of 2 to 3 holistic healing sessions. Because my holistic healing sessions, generally it's an hour, and we work on 3 issues, plus we do some extra things, and that's $90. I do have email sessions that work with 2 to 3 issues, that is $50. And I think in October, I might be doing a Holy Fire Reiki training online. So this is levels 1 and 2. And even though the International Center for Reiki has raised their prices, I am going to keep my prices at $490, and that includes, or excuse me, $430, and that includes everything. So if anyone has any questions, wants to know more about things, check out my website, or I do free 15-minute consultations where we can talk about services and potential outcomes. Oh, thank you, Tanya. Yes, that was very nice for you to promote that for me. Okay, so looking at the time, and we are in perfect timing for our next healing pulse. So with this, think about where you want to receive the energy. If you received it the same place for the first 2 healing pulses, maybe you want to change it up. Maybe you want to pick somewhere else, or maybe you're not really sure where you want to receive it. So I suggest, if you're in that boat, send it to your head or your heart. And so with this, rub your hands together, place your hands exactly where you want to receive the energy. Imagine my hands on yours. And then just breathe in that energy and be open and allowing the energy to flow. Open and allowing. With each breath in, the energy goes a little deeper, a little more healing's done. Imagine something buried really deep and painful, but it's loosening and it's lessening. Okay, so that was Healing Pulse number 3. So, if no one else has any comments on individual issues or their energy ages, let's do my favorite part, which is positive beliefs. And, I think I'm going to pull a card. I don't often pull cards, but we have not met for like a month. And so I'm going to pull I'm going to use, so this is more of an oracle card. It's Whispers of Healing, and it's some of the most beautiful cards. And I like it because the focus with this is about healing. And so when I pull this during a show, it's usually sort of the theme that sort of summarizes the show. Or sometimes it even summarizes sort of what people who have attended the show have in common or are going through. I never quite know what's going to come up. Okay, what is this? Huh. Guardian. It's beautiful. So let's see if I can get the reflection. Sorry, I've got my... Isn't that nice with the ship? So let me just glance, because this is not a card I'm familiar with. So let's just see. Oh, this card indicates communication with your guardian angel or spirit guide. No matter what is going on in your life, you have angels and guardian spirits with you. You have an innate ability to connect with the spiritual energy that surrounds you. Don't wait to be in crisis or an extreme situation before you connect your spirit guides. You can ask them for guidance on almost anything. Your angels and guardians are here for you, but they cannot intervene unless you ask for their support and guidance. They cannot interfere with your free will, but when you ask for their support, the outcome is often better than you've imagined. So, and then it's got a couple more paragraphs, but that's the most important part. So, especially in times of trouble, ask for help. You are not alone. You are never alone. It may feel like it, but as one of my guardian angels says, he is with me like white on rice. He actually said that. Yeah, sort of crazy, but just got to make you laugh, right? So let's do, so who wants a positive emotion, and then we'll reinforce it. So if you do, put a 1 in the comments, and I will find a good positive emotion for you and we'll reinforce it. Nice, Mary. Okay, so I'm going to put Tanya down first. Oh, this is nice. Tanya got the word wonderful. Very cool. All right, so I've got Tanya, Jessica, Deb, Renee, Mary, Marina. If any of you change your mind, just put a 1 down. Okay, so Jessica is next. Ooh, Jessica got invincible. Nice, Renee. I always find that the group work really resonates with a number of people. So, Jessica, invincible. That's cool. So I'm reinforcing that for you. Okay, Deb, you are next. And so with this, if someone else gets a really cool word, you can actually borrow it because there is no shortage of these words. And just instill it in your heart and imagine it spreading out. Ooh, I like that emoji there. Cool. So Deb got bright. I like that. I think you could take that in two ways, Deb, that your light shines bright and you are very intellectually bright. So let's reinforce that. So at the end, I'm going to ask you if there was any words that you liked that you borrowed. It's sort of like a quiz, but not really. Okay, Renee, you are next. I think I gotta switch pages. Renee got serene. That sounds nice. So reinforcing serene for Renee. Okay, Mary is next. Mary got pleased. So I'm like, wonder what's happening that Mary is pleased. I hope it's something really cool for you, Mary. Nice. Okay, Marina, you're next. Marina, you got valued. And especially when you're asking earlier about a promotion at work, I think that's perfect. I like that too for you, Mary. That's really nice. All of these are quite nice. I think I'm going to do one for me too. I don't always, but I think today. So for me, I got vital, which that's a nice one for me because I felt a bit tired and definitely not vital in the last month. So very nice. Very cool. So I am going to, let me just see what order I'm going to do things in. So we're going to end with aura strengthening, but I just want to check and see, because I want to do your energy ages at the end, and and part of you weren't here when I was talking about testing at the end, because some of you, your energy age will go down based on the work we did tonight, but others of you it won't, because the things that we worked on weren't part of what's keeping your age at the level it is, if that makes sense. So if the work we did tonight was work that would help improve your energy age, then I would expect everyone to go down. But because that wasn't our theme for the individual healing, I would not expect everyone to go down. I hope that makes sense. So I think I'm going to do the energy ages now, and then we will do the aura strengthening, okay? All right, so I'm just going to go through my list. So Jessica was 29. Let's see. So I'm asking if she is still at 29. I get a no. Let's see. Did she drop? I get yes. So let's see where Jessica is. Ooh, Jessica got 22. That's a nice little drop considering that the individual work was not about that. All right, Deb, let's see what you have. Because yours dropped 2. Wow, so some of this did help your energy age, Deb. I'm getting 33. Wow, so you'll have to let me know how your asthma is, because that's sort of a big drop, considering we weren't really working on energy age. So that tells me that the work we did was sort of big. Interesting. Renee, you are next. Renee, I'm getting 28. So that's a nice drop too. And so for those of you who got an energy age, but you didn't give me an individual issue, I'm assuming the improvement is from the healing pulses and the sort of amping up with a positive emotion. That's interesting too. All right, Marina, you are next. And Marina, yours dropped too. 19. Nice. Okay. And Tanya, you are next. So Tanya's at 28 because we didn't work on any individual healing with Tanya. But there were some other things in here too. Oh, you are very welcome, Deborah, or Deb. I'm glad it helped too. All right, Mary, you are next. Mary's yours dropped a little too. 10. Nice. Okay, so let's end. So we're going to do something that most of my shows end with, and it's sending energy to your aura and strengthening it. And the reason why this is important is, as you know, there's a lot of crappy things happening in the world, and having a stronger aura helps repel negativity. And so this is something I suggest, especially if you're having a tough day or know you might have a tough day, that you do this before you leave your house in the morning or before you start interacting with people through the phone or internet. Okay? So with this, you can pull in the healing pulse energies. Basically, after you rub your hands together, you just think about using the healing pulse energies and then you send it to your aura. Or, and I encourage this also, is that you start working with your own healing energies. I believe especially women have healing in their hands. It's just a matter of activating it and working with it, sort of like a muscle. And so if you're only going to use your own healing frequencies, basically it's the same instructions, only you are just doing this with your own energies. And then you are just beaming, everyone is just beaming out to your aura. And just imagine that the energy is just flowing. I always do it this way. Someday I would like a group and we do this, and I'd like to see what everyone else does, because I always just do it this way. But I imagine other people doing it different ways, like this, or this, or this. So I just imagine the energy flowing out. and making my aura thicker, stronger. And especially if I know I might have a tough week being around people I don't really appreciate or like, and sometimes they're sort of negative, I imagine lots of mirror-like reflective particles shooting out of my fingers so that my aura is like a mirror. And that if somebody is going to say something to me that is not very nice and rather negative, I imagine the mirror reflects it back on them, and so they feel their own negativity. So just imagine that energy flowing. So like right now my hands are sort of tingly as the energy's flowing. Sometimes I don't feel that though, but it all just depends. Okay. And so that was aura strengthening. We do something called brain balancing too that we will probably do next week. So we meet every Thursday at 7 p.m. except for the last month. I took a few weeks off, and we do things like releasing trapped emotions. Um, we have a fun little sort of game called Good Luck, Bad Luck Button to see how your good luck level is and how your bad luck level is. So we do some other things too. So this energy age is fairly new. So we might do that maybe once a month and just sort of check in and see, are we going up? Are we going down? You know, for a while I was going up. Stress was getting to me. So stress is a big thing. So I hope everyone had a good night. Oh, thank you, Tanya. That's so nice. Yeah, let me know how you guys did. Deb, I'm so glad that you're breathing better. That's really important. You know, I do find that the older we get, if there are things from our youth that maybe we thought we dealt with it, or maybe you thought it was just trivial, and so you thought it was okay, sometimes we need to go back and revisit things and let it heal. Thank you, Mary. Good night, Marina. I hope you get that promotion. I hope they have the perfect job for you. You are welcome, Jessica. Glad you found me. Even we're in the same town. That's sort of funny. Very cool. All right. So I hope to see each and every one of you next week. And if you've been watching but are a little shy, just know that there is a private session with your name on it. You just need to let me know. Have a good night. Bye.